Hi, this is Ken. Let me start with the conclusion. Tesla and SpaceX are no longer separate stories. They are quietly becoming two halves of the same system. And if you still see Tesla as just a car company, you are probably missing one of the biggest long-term investment opportunities of this decade. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you something important. Not a headline, not a rumor, not a short-term catalyst, but a structural shift. A shift that changes how we should think about Tesla's future, its valuation, and its role in the global economy. If you understand this shift, short-term price moves start to matter a lot less, and long-term positioning starts to matter a lot more. Yesterday, I talked about SpaceX, not as a rocket company, but as a company that is trying to turn space itself into infrastructure, launch, global communication through Starlink, orbital computing, space-based data processing, transportation, communication, computation, and intelligence, all being built into a single system. That is what infrastructure looks like. Now, here's the real question. If SpaceX is building infrastructure in space, what exactly is Tesla building on Earth? Is it just electric vehicles? Is it just batteries? Is it just energy products? Those answers are technically correct, but they are incomplete. When you step back, a pattern starts to appear. Tesla makes batteries. Tesla builds battery factories. Tesla installs solar panels. Tesla sells home energy storage. Tesla connects homes, vehicles, and energy usage through software. Individually, these look like separate businesses. Together, they form something much bigger. They form ground-level energy infrastructure. This is why Tesla's battery strategy is so misunderstood. Most people talk about batteries in terms of performance, more range, higher density, faster charging. Those things matter, but Tesla's real breakthrough is not chemistry, it's manufacturing. For years, Tesla has been developing a dry electrode manufacturing process. Instead of using liquid solvents, they form electrodes using dry powder. That sounds technical, but the implications are simple. No massive drying ovens, smaller production lines, less factory space, lower energy consumption, faster production speed. In other words, cheaper batteries at massive scale. This is not just battery innovation. This is factory innovation. This is manufacturing infrastructure. And here's the key point. Tesla is patenting not just what the battery is, but how the battery is made. Owning the method of production is more powerful than owning the product. This is how infrastructure companies think. And once you see Tesla this way, the solar business suddenly makes sense. On the surface, solar is not a great business. Margins are thin, competition is brutal, prices keep falling. So why does Tesla keep pushing into solar? Because Tesla is not chasing solar profits. Tesla is chasing control of the energy entry point. Energy has a flow, generation, storage, consumption. Tesla wants to touch all three. Solar generates energy, Powerwall stores energy, homes and vehicles consume energy, all inside one integrated system, not for convenience, not for smart home features, but to reduce how much energy people have to buy from the grid. And this is where everything connects. When you reduce purchased energy, you reduce electricity bills. When electricity becomes cheaper, transportation becomes cheaper. When transportation becomes cheaper, logistics becomes cheaper. This is not about selling cheaper cars. This is about lowering the cost of energy across society. And once you understand that, you start to realize something important. Tesla is not building an EV business. Tesla is designing Earth's energy infrastructure. And now, let's zoom back out. Because when you place Tesla's energy infrastructure next to what SpaceX is building, something very interesting appears. SpaceX is constructing infrastructure above Earth, global communication through Starlink, orbital data transfer, eventually orbital computing and space-based data centers. Tesla is constructing infrastructure on Earth, energy generation, energy storage, energy consumption, energy coordination through software, one company above, one company below. Different layers, same philosophy. This is why I don't think of Tesla and SpaceX as two companies anymore. I see them as two divisions of a single long-term blueprint, a vertically integrated planetary infrastructure stack. SpaceX handles space, Tesla handles Earth, and this perspective changes how we interpret news. A battery breakthrough is no longer just about range. A solar update is no longer just about home installations. A factory expansion is no longer just about vehicle volume. They are all pieces of an infrastructure rollout, slow, capital intensive, but incredibly hard to replace once established. Historically, the most valuable companies in the world are infrastructure companies, railroads, electric utilities, telecommunications networks, cloud computing platforms. They rarely look exciting in the early years. They look expensive. They look overbuilt. They look misunderstood. Until one day, society realizes it cannot function without them. This is why Tesla's valuation debates often feel disconnected from reality. People argue about car margins. They argue about delivery numbers. They argue about quarterly fluctuations. Meanwhile, Tesla is positioning itself as a foundational energy platform. That is a very different category. So what does this mean for investors? It means Tesla's future upside is not linear. It is not sell more cars, earn more profit. It is exponential because infrastructure compounds. Once the network is in place, every additional user increases the value of the system. Homes, vehicles, factories, grids, all feeding into the same ecosystem. Looking forward, I expect Tesla to move deeper into grid-scale energy management, virtual power plants, AI-optimized energy distribution, and eventually energy markets that operate autonomously. At that point, Tesla is no longer just a manufacturer. It becomes an operating system for energy. And this is where Tesla and SpaceX converge again. SpaceX provides global connectivity. Tesla provides global energy coordination. Together, they form the physical and digital backbone of a new economy. This is not a story that plays out in months. It doesn't even fully play out in a few years. This is a decade-long transformation, which is exactly why most people miss it. Short-term traders focus on noise, long-term investors focus on structure, and structurally, Tesla is moving into one of the most powerful positions any company can occupy: infrastructure. So when the stock is volatile, when sentiment swings, when headlines turn negative, I don't ask, what happened this quarter? I ask, is Tesla still building the infrastructure? And as long as the answer is yes, my long-term thesis remains intact. Tesla is not just participating in the future, Tesla is helping design it. Thanks for spending part of your day with me. If this perspective helped you see Tesla differently, give the video a like. And if you're interested in calm, long-term thinking about Tesla, AI, and the future of technology, consider subscribing. I post every day. Until next time, enjoy your life with Tesla. Before we wrap up, let me take a moment to introduce myself. I drive a Tesla Model Y, and at home, I've installed a Tesla Powerwall, so I actually charge my car with solar energy. I truly believe Tesla is shaping the future, and that's why I share the latest news and insights here on this channel. I'm from Japan, but I want to connect with Tesla fans all around the world. That's why I also create an English version of my videos. YouTube now lets you switch the audio into your own language, so you can enjoy it in whatever language you prefer. Most of all, I'd love to connect with Tesla fans everywhere so we can support Tesla together. I also share updates on X, so feel free to follow me there and let's connect. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.